In this episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, we continue with our mission, try to find something worth doing in every state. This week, we're in Colorado, and we're heading on down to the Rocky Mountain National Park. And just in case you weren't listening just now, Rocky Mountains is a national park, so your American the Beautiful Pass will work. Otherwise, it is $35 per car. This park does have timed entries, so you will have to make reservations online prior to coming to the park. And this is to cut down on the amount of the people that come in here. But at the time of this video, there was a lot of construction going on at the main gate, and there was nobody checking tickets or times. We're at one of the many pullovers here at Rocky Mountain National Park. This is the first one we're coming to. This is a sheep lake, just a little pond. Now this is one of the first pullovers you come to in the park, and it's said to be the best place to see animals in the morning time. Second stop here at Rocky Mountain National Park. This is the Horseshoe Overlook. It's supposed to be the Horseshoe River right there. Now our next stop took us to the Many Parks Overlook. In my opinion, it was one of the best overlooks in the park. We're next stop here at Rocky Mountain National Park. This is just another overlook. It's a pretty good one.
Supposed to be some view right here.
This one seems like it's gonna have a pretty good view.
I went your direction.
Now I found this sign to be a little confusing. Are you not allowed to feed the animals chips or just original flavored chips? So is barbecue, sour cream okay? Let me know in the comments what you think. That's it for this viewpoint. We're gonna head on down to our next overlook. And for the most part, Rocky Mountain National Park is a lot of driving and a lot of scenic overlooks. But there's definitely plenty of hiking and other things you can do here as well. Now our next stop took us to the Forest Canyon Overlook. We're up our next overlook here at Rocky Mountain National Park. This is the Forest Canyon Overlook, and it looks pretty cool from where I'm at. And most of the trails here at Rocky Mountain National Park are wheelchair accessible. However, pets aren't allowed in the park at all. Now our next stop took us to the Rock Cut Overlook, where we were going to do a hike up to the Roger Toll Memorial. We're up at another pullover here in Rocky Mountain National Park. We're going to check out some cliffs here and like a mushroom rock of some sort. So many great views here. Lots of great rock formation. Saw some cool groundhogs and some prairie dogs out there. All right, we just finished up the Rock Cut Overlook. And now we're heading up this trail here. See what this is. I think it's some kind of hoodoos or mushroom rock kind of thing. So far, this trail has been nothing but uphill, and with the air being thinner up here, it really wears you out quick. So it looks like we're coming up on the mushroom section here, which is about as far as I'm probably going to go on this trail. There's altitude's making it hard to breathe, and people waiting in the car who didn't want to come this far. So let's just check this out. All right, finally made it up here. See the road we came up on right there, and the forest overlook over there. Pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of the ones we saw in Kansas, but just not as good. I like the ones we saw in Kansas better, but I'll leave a link to that video up top and you can compare the two. So I've decided to go all the way up to the next point. The ground kind of leveled out pretty good, but they said there's another mushroom rock up here. I'm gonna check it out, but coming up off that ice and over the hillside. Looking like it's starting to get cloudy again here. So I'm doing just a little climbing around, see what they got out here. It's just open field here. Looks like they got a little arch down here on the side of the cliff. Oh, that's steam coming out. I'm done here. I'm headed back to the car, and I think we're going to go on to the Alpine Visitor Center. I think that's what's up next. Now, Rocky Mountain National Park actually has quite a few visitor centers. It's one of the few national parks I've seen that has a visitor center right in the middle of the park. This one was the Alpine Visitor Center, and we decided to stop there and eat before moving on to the rest of the park. That is the view inside our restaurant.
I guess so. Baby,
Got our first big male elk on the side of the road here. Now our next stop took us to the Continental Divide, which is a mountain range in the middle of the country that determines on which direction the water drains from, either to the Atlantic Ocean or the Pacific Ocean. We're here at the Continental Divide in Rocky Mountain National Park. Now our last stop of the park took us down to Lake Irene, which was actually more of a pond than a lake, but it was still pretty nice either way. We're at another stop here. This is Lake Irene. We're gonna go check this out real quick. So if you're new to this channel and you're not quite a fan yet, consider subscribing. We got plenty of great videos in over 20 states. If you are a fan, let us know by writing "keep on hiking" in the comments. And as always, stick around till the end of the video and see where we're going next week. So what was your favorite location in this video? Let us know down in the comments. In the next episode of Rob Christie Hike Across America, we continue our time in Colorado and head on down to the Red Rock Amphitheater and do ourselves a little hike. So if you found yourself liking this video and you want to see more, please like, share, subscribe. There's plenty on the channel, more on the way. Until next time, keep on hiking.